What's up guys, it's Dakota here from the Driven Mad YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to talk about the top 5-ish things I love about my 2018 two-door JL Wrangler Rubicon. Now none of these are going to be in any particular order, just kind of go off the top of my head basically. There's a lot of awesome things about this vehicle, and let's just go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so one of the things that I love about this new JL is the LED lights that you can get as an option on the Sahara and the Rubicon. For whatever reason, they don't make it available on the Sport or even the Sport S. Not really sure why they decided to do that. I guess to force you to get into one of the other ones. But one of the reasons I love them is just because it makes the Jeep look way more modern, just way more modern. They look really great at night, during the day. They just look really good. And another benefit is they're very bright. So the first night I had this Jeep, I actually took it down to the beach, and it was at night, and on my way back I got pulled over because the cop thought that my lights were illegal because of how bright they were, and I had to explain that they're from the factory and that I didn't have time to modify it because I'd only had it for about 4 hours. But it's, you know, it's just a benefit. So they're super bright at night. They look good. They give you great visibility. So whether that's on or off road, it's just something that I think you should option. And that if you can't get it because you're buying a Sport S, I think you should definitely look into getting them maybe aftermarket. Another feature that I like is these fenders are actually designed to pop off under a certain amount of pressure, which I know some Jeep channels, maybe it was Light-Bright or somebody else, I don't remember, was complaining about that. But to me, I actually feel the opposite way. I feel like that's a good design, because then you're, you know, almost $50,000 Jeep, or in some cases over $50,000 Jeep. If you're rock crawling or a tree stump hits it, you're not ruining your fender. And for me, this actually happened a couple days ago. A tree stump hit about right here, and it popped the whole thing off, and I was just able to hop out, pop it back in, and you can't even tell that it popped off. There's no damage, it's not bent anywhere. Like, you wouldn't be able to know, and I think that that's a really good feature. So one of the next things that I love that's specific about this JL is the transmission compared to the JK. Now, I have it the 6-speed manual. The automatic, as we know, is going to be much better than the old 5-speed, just because that old 5-speed was ancient. But one of the nicer things about this new 6-speed is just the engagement and how it feels. So the JK, whenever you were in a gear, it would just be vibrating like crazy. Just vibrating. It was kind of sloppy, and the throws were extremely long. Now, it's not a sports car, so it's not supposed to have the best shifter feel in the world. It's not a Porsche or a Corvette. But with that being said, it's a much better shift feel. It's more positive. The engagement is better. The clutch itself feels a little bit better. The throws are 50% shorter, actually, and it doesn't wobble when you're in gear. It doesn't feel as sloppy. It's very direct. It's nice to have a good feeling shifter, and it not just be kind of flopping around and trying to figure out exactly what gear it's in. It's a very positive feeling shifter. For those of you who want a manual like myself, you should know that if you're coming from a JK, this is hands down way better. And one of the other things that I really love about, and it's not just specific to the JL, I guess, just kind of more Jeeps in general, is how capable they are stock. Like, my Jeep is 100% stock, and mine is the Rubicon. So in the JL Rubicon, you get 33-inch tires as standard, front and rear locking diffs, the sway bar disconnect, and the higher line fenders. And what I've done with it, I'll show you some clips here.
Keep going. Keep going, you got it.
I just don't want it to slam.
Oh yeah, you're on. Good looks. Good looks. Done it. good.
Is, you know, it's nothing extreme, but just the fact that it's 100% stock and it was able to do everything that I've done. And in those clips, that wasn't even the hardest thing I did on that trail. It just, you know, it did it with ease, and it gives you more and more confidence each time you go out, because I don't think people realize just how capable they are 100% stock. You know, you see a lot of people who will buy it and immediately go and throw aftermarket stuff on it, when, you know, for a little bit, I mean, like, save yourself a little bit of money first and just enjoy it as it is stock. Like, for me personally, I am eventually going to modify it, but I figured, why not see what it's capable of stock first and then go from there. That way I can know what it actually needs instead of buying unnecessary stuff. Now again, if you already know you're going to be beating it and it's not really your daily driver and you have other things, like for me, I'm not going to do 40-inch tires or anything because this is my daily driver, but just the main thing is how capable it is stock is just really impressive. And that's one of the things that I love about it, is that I can take it without having to worry and be like, oh, I can't really do anything fun on the trails because I'm worried about if it can handle it. Like, these things are super capable, and it's just really impressive, and it just makes it a lot of fun and a little less stressful. And one of the biggest things for me about this Jeep that I love the most is the interior quality and features. This thing, the interior quality compared to the JK is just, it's far superior. It's head and shoulders above what the JK was. Not that the JK was bad, but this is just so much better. And now it's not a Mercedes, or, you know, it's not a Range Rover, but for what it is, it's extremely nice in here. Everything feels nice. The leather feels good. The shifter has metal all around it. The buttons have great feedback. Everything in the vehicle feels super nice and high quality. You know, it feels like you spent some money on it. And even if you go for Ford S, you still get a nicer interior. It's very nice. And now you finally get some of the technology that the Jeeps have been kind of lacking. You know, like simple stuff, Apple CarPlay, a large, like, modern touchscreen. You know, I have the other screen here in between the dials. It's nice. It's a really nice place to be, and the fact that it's waterproof and that you can, you know, get it muddy and not worry about, oh no, I just ruined everything. It's a really nice place to sit, and that's definitely one of my favorite features compared to the older model. One of the other features that I love about this Jeep is going to sound kind of ridiculous, but it's the backup camera. Now, doesn't sound that impressive, like, okay, it's a backup camera, but there's a couple of reasons why I love the backup camera on this Jeep. The biggest reason is it is super clear. The Jeep has, if you get the technology package, it has the 8.4-inch screen, and I'm around a lot of cars. I work at a dealership, and this has got to be one of the best backup cameras I have ever, like, used, and I've driven a lot of cars. It's the clearest. It doesn't, there's no lag, you know, when you're turning the wheel or anything. And to put this into perspective, I've driven the Lamborghini Huracan, so a well over $200,000 car, McLaren 570 GT, both of which had horrible backup cameras, which you would think would be the opposite, but I guess they don't really care if you back into anything. And one of the other features is, you know, when you're off-roading on the trails, and let's say, because this happened to me, I was up on a rock and slid, so my vehicle turned and I was trying to back up and make sure that I didn't hit anything, so I'm looking in my mirrors, but with the backup camera I could see that right behind the vehicle it was this tree stump that was sticking out, so I got to make sure I didn't, you know, smash into that. It's just a really, really solid backup camera, and the fact that we finally have one in a Jeep is just really cool. Now, one feature that I also really like about this is when I go off-road, I haven't yet taken the whole top off and everything, but I have taken these freedom panels off, and they are so much easier to take on and off than the JK was. The JK, you had back here these little screws that took forever to fit back in. It was just kind of a pain. And these, it's literally, you flip these down, undo these, and you're good to go. That's it. There's no sitting here and screwing them in and waiting 5 minutes to do that, to do each one. It's just flip, 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 and they pop out. It's really nice, really convenient, and it just makes it, you know, a little bit easier when you want to take these things off. All right, guys, so those are the top 5-ish things that I love about my 2018 two-door JL Rubicon. If there's anything specific that you want to see, just let me know, because I will be making more videos on this. Like, you know, if you want to see like a spec overview or anything like that, just let me know down in the comments. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.